welcome to part 2 of the discussion on Brazilian butt lift. Scarring after a Brazilian butt lift is minimal and looks exactly like the scarring from just plain liposuction. You should have 3 holes on the front, 2 in the pubic area, 1 by the belly button, and on the back you have a scar by your bra line or your armpit, and 1 more in between the butt cheeks. This is the extent of the scarring, and each scar is only half a centimeter, 5 millimeters long. This is a very important question, and thanks for bringing it up. After a Brazilian butt lift, right, because we've taken the fat from an area where it was alive with a good blood supply, purified it, and put it back into a new area, it has to develop a new blood supply. And for this reason, we don't want you to sit on it for 3 weeks at least, and also not to play with it. So don't spank it, don't touch it too much. We know it's exciting to have a nice new bum, but you really got to give the fat a chance to survive. So no, you can't sit on the bum for the first 3 weeks. If you actually check, we don't sit on most of our bums. Most of our bums are still behind us when we're sitting. So it really is not that difficult if you roll a towel or you use a specially designed BBL pillow and you put that under your thighs. You find that the bum is totally free of any pressure and the fat does extremely well. So after a Brazilian butt lift, we do not recommend any exercise for the first 4 weeks. This gives the fat a good chance to settle in and, survive. Squatting is always good. Doing plastic surgery on someone who's got a good foundation often gives better results than on someone who doesn't exercise at all. So we do recommend a good gym program as well to supplement and maintain your results. Yeah, so again, with the culture of working from home, people are able to go back to work sooner. Although, because of the fact that you can't sit on the fat for 3 weeks, we recommend taking the full 3 weeks off work. Just, you want to heal well and not have to consider revision or repeat surgery unless that was what your desire was. Yeah, so the first question is how much of the fat will survive? And so this ranges in different studies between 50 to 85%, which is quite a big range. And I think it's due to the surgical technique. Once the fat has survived, the result is permanent. The shape is permanent. And that's the truth of it. The Brazilian butt lift is for life. We do not recommend trying to reverse it. Because oftentimes this makes the bum look long, and no one likes a long bum. Estimates for Brazilian butt lift vary wildly. In and around Johannesburg, the price can range from 80,000 to 160,000 Rand. And I think a lot of this is dependent on the surgical technique, because different ways of harvesting the fat mean longer theater times. And a longer theater time obviously then becomes an expense on the client. So the range is very broad, from about 80 to 160,000 Rand, depending on the surgeon. Brazilian butt lift is the fastest growing procedure in cosmetic surgery. And this is due to its fantastic results with very, very high satisfaction rates. What I do have to add is that, the fat survival will never be 100%. So you will have a little bit of shrinkage from your day one post-surgery, but this also will improve in the areas where we've liposucked. So your shape will remain the same. So that goes to the success rate. Getting botched with a Brazilian butt lift really is a matter of, one, your physical stature. The surgeon has a duty to highlight which areas would be difficult to correct in one surgery, and also to give you an expectation of how much fat will survive and what your shape will look like. They can often show you before and after pictures. After that, a lot of it is dependent on you as the patient, not sitting on the bum, not drinking supplements before surgery, not smoking, giving yourself the best chance for a good result. The last thing would relate to where the surgeon has placed the fat. And this, I think, can be a cultural thing where, the surgeon is not necessarily aware of, where to put the fat for the best result. Some surgeons overdo the hip dips, and that looks a little bit odd also. So it really is about finding a skillful surgeon and trusting them with the process, even though it is a little bit rigorous for the first 3 weeks after surgery. The results are long lasting with great satisfaction rates.